Welcome back to my decluttering challenge. So it's already 27th of January. Can't believe we're already at this point of the month. Just feels like 5 minutes ago it was Christmas. But on the other hand, I also feel like I've achieved so much this month. And I was thinking about it at the weekend. Why is it that I find decluttering why does it make me so happy? And I was kind of thinking, well, because you declutter, you clear your spaces, but it's deeper than that. I was thinking, what is it? It's like this uplifting, energizing. It makes me feel a sense of euphoria when I've completed an area or a drawer or a cupboard or whatever it is. Effect. So why? Come on. Yes, well done. Good boy. I was thinking about what is it? Because it's not, it's just getting rid of stuff. It's just getting rid of clutter. Why does that make me feel so good? And then I started thinking about how much I also love moving house. And I've lived in 26, and I think I've included them all, about 26 different places since I left my parents' home when I was 17 and moved to London to live briefly with my aunt and uncle in their unmodernised house. And then I moved and lived in a series of bedsits and flats, and started going out with Simon, my husband, when I was 16. And when I was 19, I decided to go and live in America for a little while, and I lived and worked over on the East Coast, I lived in another 2 homes over there. And anyway, I've lived in 26 places, which is a lot more than most people. I mean, I'm not that old. I'm not 80. I'm 56. So since I left home nearly 40 years ago, and which is incidentally the amount of time I've been going out with my now husband, Simon, I've lived in all these different places. And Simon, by contrast, absolutely hates moving house. He finds it really stressful. He doesn't like the upheaval of it. He doesn't like the disorganisation of it. All the packing up, the carrying, the lifting, the storing, the moving, and he always says it's expensive. And I always argue and say, well, it's not expensive, because I love moving house. Because I usually do the move myself. A couple of times I've paid movers, but mostly, a lot more of those 26 times, I've actually done it all myself as well. And I was just trying to, figure out, well, why do I like doing that so much? And it dawned on me at the weekend, because, Simon hates moving, I don't. When we moved to this apartment just over 3 years ago, I didn't think it was going to be for very long. We moved from a medium-sized 4-bedroom house in England to a 2-bedroom apartment, which meant that every storage space, the limited that they were, every space in the whole place, including the storage downstairs, the basement, which I've shown you in a previous video, it was all jam-packed. And it just felt like I could, I felt very cramped. And I thought about how nice it would be to move somewhere bigger. We're going to buy somewhere, but we just haven't seen the right place yet. And we're not, I thought when we moved to Andorra, we'd have somewhere with a garden because we've got 2 cats. But in the end, we got this place, and it's not that easy to rent something nice in Andorra at a reasonable price. Yeah, if you want to spend £5 a month, you have a lot of choice. If you're looking to spend a more reasonable amount, then yeah, the choices are quite limited. So then I thought, it's not the actual moving house that makes me feel amazing, and I love moving house. I like setting up a new home, putting my stuff into a new space, things like where your picture's going to go and your carpets and rugs, whatever. It's the decluttering, and when you move in, it's all empty, clean spaces, and it doesn't stay like that for very long once you start putting all your stuff away. But I get the same feeling when I just declutter a drawer or open up a cupboard and take stuff out and get rid of things, because you're freeing up space, you're getting rid of things that are clogging up your environment, and it's that as much. And that's why I've got this energy and this uplifting euphoric effect of of decluttering, why I like it so much, and why January has been such a great month for me with doing all this clearing up. So this is today's pile of things that I've found that I don't need anymore. This lovely box, which I think I bought it. It was some piece of expensive horse equipment, but I kept it because it's a nice box. It's today's container. It's got things like we had too many mugs, nothing wrong with them, just that they've been superseded. They've been, there's things I can't show you in this box because a couple of them are gifts that I no longer want to live with. Some of these free slippers you get in the hotel, of course I had to take them. Why? I never wear hotel slippers around my house. There's a hairbrush, there's a dog harness that Mikey said he didn't really like this harness. It chafed him under the arms, so it just isn't the right shape for his shape, so that one's going to the charity shop. A couple more books. But what I also did at the weekend, which was all part of this whole decluttering thing, is so we moved here 3 years ago. I wasn't planning to stay for that long. We've ended up still being here. Actually really like it. We've got lovely neighbours. We've got the mountain right outside. You can walk into nature and it's just fabulous for walks, but it's also only 5 minutes down the hill that way to get into the town. Means public transport's great from here. It's easy to get down to Andorra-la-Vella. You can walk into Andorra, into the capital, and just lots of reasons. We don't live with an enormous amount of barky dogs, which I've spoken to people who live in apartments, like multi-occupancy apartment blocks, where loads of people have got dogs, and once one starts barking, they all start. And our dog is very quiet and doesn't bark a lot, but when the other dogs that live near him do bark, which isn't much, he doesn't join in, so that's really good. But just those little things that you can't tell often until you've actually moved into a place as to whether or not it's going to fit you in every aspect of your life. We have a road outside, but it's quite quiet. I've lived near busy roads before, and that's one of my things I'll never do again. You just never, ever want to live near a noisy road, because I found it really stressful. If you live near a noisy road and you cope with it well, right, all power to you, but it wasn't for me. And so because we weren't planning to stay that long, there were things I didn't change. And we had here's a picture of it, this monstrosity of a badly repainted green mirror thing in the bathroom, which also had the lights in it. So it was the lights and the mirror, awful lighting, horrible mirror, great big overwhelming thing in quite a small space. And I didn't get rid of it because I wasn't planning to stay here that long. I was planning to move into that apartment with a garden much sooner than this. Anyway, that hasn't happened, still here. And in decluttering the basement, I found a big mirror that I'd forgotten about that was still wrapped up from the move. I pulled it out. It was filthy dirty because mould had grown on it. I showered it off yesterday. I brought it out, put it in the bath. I actually got Simon, who hates moving, not just hates moving house, hates moving anything. Not himself, just things, and it was too heavy for me. I just couldn't risk lifting it off the wall myself, so he helped me, and we stored it down in the basement, because I guess when we leave here we'll have to put it back on the wall. But look what I've done. Come and see how much better my bathroom now looks. I'm still painting it. It needs probably another coat, but that's great because that's a creative thing to do, and I had the white paint already, so I've been painting this mirror and I'm just super pleased with it. And in a minute I'm going to drive down to the city and go to the Brico Depot. It's a place that sells lights, and I'm going to find a new bathroom light because I've put a light up that I had, but it's not bright enough, so I need something better. But come and look at how nice the bathroom now looks, even despite the 80s tiles and the fact that the whole place does need refurbishing. It doesn't belong to us. We will move house in due course, but when we do, how much easier it's going to be having got rid of all this stuff. And when I do my final video of the month in a few days' time, and I lay out and show you all the things I've decluttered, what 496 items actually looks like, it's tons. There's so much stuff. I haven't taken anything to the charity shop, or with the exception of the car tyres, which I got rid of, and a couple of really scungy things from the basement. I've kept all the decent stuff, because I want to just I want for my own like mind as well, I want to see what that looks like, decluttering for a whole month, and how good I'm feeling, how happy and euphoric I'm feeling from having started this project. Right, come and look in the bathroom. So it's still a work in progress. Let's just move all this out the way for a moment. This is all my painting gear from when I found an old sheet that I didn't like. I mean, why keep a sheet you don't like? You're never going to choose to put it on a bed. It's cream. It's not even nice cotton. So I used it as a dust sheet. So sweep all that out of the way. And, right, that's better. It was easier to hold the camera, so ta-da, there it is. I'm disproportionately excited and pleased with that. It's just a mirror, but I think it looks really nice. It's much better than the green one. It's made the bathroom look more spacious. There's my storage area for the bathroom, which is going to need a complete overhaul in the next day or so, because let's have a little look here. That's what all the drawers look like. There's too much stuff. I cannot imagine that we need, I need all that stuff. It's very messy in there, but it's a great storage container. Works really well. There's my Epsom salts hiding in the corner down there. I put them in the bath. But yeah, look at that. Look at that bad boy. I'm super pleased with it. There's my tripod. Oh, and somebody else is coming in. Oh, hello you two. Hello you two. Hi Greg. Hi Mikey. Whatever I'm doing, they want to know about it and they want to do it with me. Don't look at the bed because I haven't made it yet today. Right, so very pleased. As I said, it's going to need another coat and then some wax on it, but and it won't have all that paint on it when I've finished. And that light, which looks super bright in this video, is the one that needs to be changed. So now I'm going to go to, what's in there, Mikey? As I said, down to the Brico Depot place and see if I can find a new light. So what have we got here? That's not bad. Would it fit in the gap? Not sure. I need something that's not that shape. I've got those. Oh, lots of choice here. Quite like these ones. They're like a panel, but I don't know how bright they are on their own. You can't really tell because I'm looking at loads of lights all lit up. When I get one home to my bathroom, it isn't going to look this bright. I do also like these ones where you can position them. So that one's 3, that one's 4, and they kind of look like, they're going to look like that. I don't think I need 4. I think 3 would be plenty. Right, so this one is not too bad. Let's go for that one. So we've got to find the GU10 LEDs. Oh my God, the choice. How do I even know which one to choose? Oh, there we go. That one. And there's 3 of them. Of course, it doesn't recommend that brand. It recommends Philips, but that's because this is Philips as well. So that's about it from me for today, day 27. Oh, this is Billy. A couple more spaces I've got to declutter over the next couple of days are this is my jewellery box full of, I mean, this isn't valuable jewellery, this is just like cheap crap, but yeah, most of it's been in there for years, never use it. A whole bunch of earrings in there, all missed. I've even kept the individual ones where I've already, lost the other one. That needs a declutter, so that's all going to be emptied out. Another one here is my shoe cleaning kit, again, our shoe cleaning kit. Lots of doubles in there, lots, the lid doesn't close, so either I get a bigger box, but again, there's only 2 of us, or I declutter that because I think there's some things in there that can go. And that bathroom cabinet, as you saw, and I've also got more horse stuff to get rid of. So I think I've got plenty to keep me going to the end of the month. How is your decluttering going? I hope that it's going well and you've also jumped on the decluttering bandwagon and are feeling euphoric like I am. I've got a bag of stuff here which is heading to, there's the old bathroom light which was on top of that horrible green mirror. That's going to be adding to tomorrow's numbers. And thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment because the algorithm loves a comment. And I shall see you on my next video. And thank you for watching. Thanks for joining me in the decluttering challenge. And I really hope that it's been something that's inspired you and you're going to go ahead and do the same with your living space.